You've probably been worried about massive cuts to your Social Security benefits. Well, I have some really good news for you today. Recent developments show that your Social Security, SSDI, and SSI benefits are getting stronger protection than many people realize. But there's also some important information you need to know about what's happening behind the scenes in Washington that could affect your future payments. If you depend on Social Security or disability benefits like millions of Americans do, you're going to want to hear every word of this. Before we dive into all the details, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We're committed to bringing you the most accurate, up-to-date information about your benefits, and your support helps us continue this important work. Let me start with the good news that's bringing relief to millions of Americans. Despite various proposals and political discussions about cutting Social Security benefits, several protective measures have been put in place, and certain harmful policies have been rejected or postponed. Most recently, the Trump administration reversed course on a policy that would have allowed the government to garnish up to 15% of Social Security benefits to collect on defaulted student loans. This was a significant relief for hundreds of thousands of older Americans who were facing the prospect of having their already limited Social Security checks reduced even further. Social Security recipients can see their checks reduced by up to 15% to pay back their defaulted student loan. More than 450,000 federal student loan borrowers aged 62 and older are in default on their federal student loans and likely to be receiving Social Security benefits, according to recent reports. The decision to pause this garnishment policy means these vulnerable Americans can keep their full Social Security payments for now. You can personally check information on the following website for more authentic detail and verify from the official sources. Also, the link of the website you can check in the description box. Thank you. Now, let me help you understand what's been happening in Washington that's been causing so much concern and confusion. There have been various budget proposals floating around Congress, including some from the House Republican Study Committee, that suggested significant changes to Social Security benefits. The Republican Study Committee, which represents nearly 80% of House Republicans and 100% of House Republican leadership, has released a 2025 budget that would make Republican plans to gut Social Security a reality. By forcing Americans to work longer for less, their budget would cut Social Security benefits for 257 million people, or 3 in 4 Americans. However, it's crucial to understand that these were proposals, not enacted policies. The political reality is much more complex, and there are significant protections in place that make drastic cuts to Social Security extremely difficult to implement. You can personally check information on the following website for more authentic detail and verify from the official sources. Also, the link of the website you can check in the description box. Thank you. Here's something that might surprise you. No changes can be made to Social Security benefits in upcoming budget reconciliation legislation due to the Byrd Rule. This is a Senate rule that prevents major changes to Social Security from being pushed through with simple majority votes. What this means for you is that any significant changes to Social Security would require broad bipartisan support, which makes dramatic cuts much less likely. Politicians from both parties understand that Social Security is incredibly popular with voters, and touching these benefits is often called the third rail of politics for good reason. Despite the widespread cuts that are going to be needed to meet the House Republicans' budget, the cuts won't impact Social Security. Along with it being against a law, Thompson said it's not politically advantageous to do it. These are voting constituents, and no administration wants to risk alienating such a large and politically active group of Americans. You can personally check information on the following website for more authentic detail and verify from the official sources. Also, the link of the website you can check in the description box. Thank you. The current administration has been making strong public statements about protecting Social Security benefits. The Trump administration will not cut Social Security, Medicare, or Medicaid benefits. President Trump himself has said it over and over and over again. While political promises can change, these public commitments create political pressure to maintain current benefit levels. The administration has emphasized that their focus is on reducing waste and fraud in the system, rather than cutting benefits for legitimate recipients. You can personally check information on the following website for more authentic detail and verify from the official sources. Also, the link of the website you can check in the description box. Thank you. What about SSI and SSDI specifically? Both Supplemental Security Income, SSI, and Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, have been included in the discussions about benefit protection. These programs serve some of our most vulnerable citizens, people with disabilities and those with very limited income and resources. The recent relief from student loan garnishment particularly benefits SSDI recipients, as many people who become disabled later in life may have student loans from earlier educational pursuits. For SSI recipients, the protection is even stronger, because SSI benefits are generally protected from most types of garnishment under federal law. It's important to understand that SSDI and SSI operate under slightly different rules and funding mechanisms, but both programs have been specifically mentioned in recent protective statements from government officials. While benefit cuts have been avoided, there have been some administrative changes that you should be aware of. The Social Security Administration, SSA, announced Friday that it aims to cut some 7,000 jobs to align with an executive order from President Trump to broadly slash the federal workforce. Now, this might sound alarming, but let me put it in perspective. For you, these are administrative positions, not cuts to your actual benefits. However, these staffing reductions could potentially affect wait times for services like getting your Social Security card replaced, scheduling appointments, or processing certain applications. President Trump continues to claim his administration won't touch Social Security. But as Elon Musk and the so-called Department of Government Efficiency look to slash federal jobs and spending, the Social Security Administration has plans to cut 12% of its workforce. You can personally check information on the following website for more authentic detail and verify from the official sources. Also, the link of the website you can check in the description box. Thank you. While we're seeing protection for current benefits, it's important to be honest about the long-term challenges facing Social Security. The program still faces funding shortfalls that will need to be addressed in the coming years. The long-term future of Social Security is in the balance. However, even if Congress doesn't act, beneficiaries are projected to receive roughly 80% of scheduled benefits. There is confusion that the depletion of the trust fund will mean that benefits are completely gone. This is a crucial point that many people misunderstand. Even in the worst-case scenario where Congress takes no action on Social Security's funding, benefits don't disappear entirely. The program would still be able to pay about 80% of scheduled benefits from ongoing payroll taxes. You can personally check information on the following website for more authentic detail and verify from the official sources. Also, the link of the website you can check in the description box. Thank you. So what does all of this mean for your personal financial planning? First, the immediate threat of dramatic benefit cuts has been significantly reduced. The recent policy reversals and political statements suggest that your current benefit levels are relatively secure in the near term. However, this doesn't mean you should stop paying attention to Social Security policy. The program will need reforms to ensure its long-term sustainability, and these reforms could affect future beneficiaries or change certain aspects of how benefits are calculated. For current beneficiaries, the most important thing is to stay informed through official channels and avoid panic over every rumor or proposal that circulates on social media or in political discussions. Staying informed and protected. Here's my advice for staying informed and protecting yourself going forward. First, always verify information about Social Security through official government sources. The Social Security Administration's website at ssa.gov is your most reliable source for accurate information about your benefits. Second, be skeptical of dramatic claims about benefit cuts or increases that you see on social media or in unofficial sources. Major changes to Social Security require extensive legislative processes and don't happen overnight. Third, keep your contact information updated with the Social Security Administration, so you receive official notices about any changes that do affect your benefits. You can personally check information on the following website for more authentic detail and verify from the official sources. Also, the link of the website you can check in the description box. Thank you. Practical steps you can take. Let me give you some practical steps you can take right now to protect yourself and stay informed. First, create or log in to your My Social Security account at SSA.gov. This gives you direct access to your benefit information and official communications from the Social Security Administration. Second, if you're affected by student loan garnishment issues, look into programs like the Fresh Start program that can help resolve defaulted student loans and protect your Social Security benefits. Third, stay engaged with your elected representatives. Social Security policy is ultimately decided by Congress, and your voice matters in these discussions. Contact your senators and representatives to express your views on Social Security policy. While the immediate crisis of dramatic benefit cuts has been averted, the conversation about Social Security's future will continue. The key is to stay informed, remain engaged, and not panic over every political proposal or rumor that circulates. Remember that Social Security has faced challenges before and has always found ways to adapt and continue serving American workers and retirees. The program has strong public support, and politicians understand the political risks of making dramatic cuts to benefits. The recent developments show that when public pressure is applied and the political costs become clear, harmful policies can be reversed or rejected. This is democracy working as it should, with public input influencing policy decisions. The rejection of the 15% garnishment policy and the political resistance to dramatic benefit cuts show that Social Security recipients have more protection than many realize. While challenges remain, particularly regarding long-term funding, your current benefits appear to be secure. What comes next will depend largely on ongoing political discussions and the approach taken toward Social Security's long-term sustainability. The most likely scenarios involve gradual adjustments rather than dramatic cuts, especially for current beneficiaries. Stay informed, stay engaged, and remember that your voice matters in these discussions. Social Security belongs to the American people, and public input continues to play a crucial role in shaping the program's future. Thank you for watching this important update. If this information helped you understand what's really happening with Social Security, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. We're committed to bringing you accurate, reliable information about your benefits without the fear-mongering or misinformation you might see elsewhere. Together, we can stay informed and protect the benefits you've earned through a lifetime of hard work.